Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be checking out more from the Smithereens, especially For You record. The songs we'll be checking out today are Behind the Wall of Sleep, as well as Time and Time Again. I'm excited to hear more of their fun, youthful rock style and some heavy guitar riffage. That's what we're here for. So before we jump into that, a wonderful big thank you goes to Frank, whose generous support made this reaction possible. Thank you so much, Frank. All right, let's check these out. Yeah, right away. Tall and cool and pretty.
If she asked me to, I'd murder her. I would gladly lose my soul. Now I lie in bed and think of her. Sometimes I even weep. I dream of her behind the wall of sleep.
Wow, that's an interesting lyric right there. I dream of her behind a wall of sleep, right? Wall implying separation. So she is my dream, and then the sleep is behind the other side of the wall. I have to think about that more. There's an interesting poetic meaning to that. Bass guitar? Okay, she's a bassist. Consistent tempo and fun rhythm. Yeah, I dream of her behind a wall of sleep. It's like there's this tall Amazonian goddess. She's cool. She's a little bit like outside of, she's like mysterious, right? She's outside of what I think I'm capable of, so I can only dream of her. And this wall is separating me from, aspiring to have my dreams of this tall, amazing woman. And interestingly enough, like some of the really tall, pretty, cool women, they are potentially intimidating to a lot of men in particular, but they end up being some of the coolest people if you actually just like mustered up the strength to talk to them. Hey, it's just worth talking to people, yeah? Shoot your shot. It's simple, but I like it. Oh, good bend right there. Wow. There's a really subtle guitar layer that you can definitely hear it, but if you like paid attention to it earlier on in the mix, you can understand where it's traveling melodically. Listen for this like kind of quieter guitar in the distance. Right back there. And then now it shows its face more. Yeah. Just consistent. Wow.
Sometimes I even weep, then I
That's catchy.
behind the wall of sleep.
Really catchy. That's a catchy song. I think that's gonna stick in my head all day. Da-da-da-da-da-da-do. You know, it kind of makes me think about like social dynamics in general, and just like competition between men, just men in general, like heterosexual men who they want these women, they want these tall, amazing, beautiful bassists who seem too out of reach, and now I have to like find a way to separate myself to become her friend. I don't know. It's a weird strategy to become somebody's friend first if you actually have like a romantic interest in them. Kind of feels a little bit suspicious. Maybe you should lead first with like, hey, like I am into you, and then, you know, if it doesn't work out, like so be it, but at least I gave it like an honest quote unquote try. Because it's strange, right, to like go under the guise of like friendship first and then switching it up. If you have the knowledge, if you have the cognizance beforehand that you actually like this person, they aren't necessarily thinking that you like them. They may think you want to be their friend. So that kind of sets up a weird dynamic in their mind that could butt heads or could prove problematic later down the line. But again, it gets me thinking about these like dynamics between like men and the way they compete for female attention. It's like, yes, you want to like stand apart from the crowd, but you also want to be yourself. You want to build yourself in a way that nobody could be like you. It's kind of like the what is being suggested here is kind of like a results first approach where, okay, I have to be her friend to get the result, but instead, if you were just a more well-rounded individualistic person with their own life and standards, that would probably be more attractive to this amazing, beautiful bassist. And I'm sure we can all think of some amazing, beautiful female bassists out there. But yeah, that's a fun one. That kind of is like a tautology when you think of the Smithereens, their songs and being described as a fun one. All of their songs have been fun so far. Let's check out the next one here, Time and Time Again. Oh, I like the tone on the bass.
I've looked everywhere, tried to find someone like you. My new love's wrong, girl, you know nothing's wrong. How can I tell her?
Again, also super catchy.
Each time we make romance, I keep thinking about no one but you.
Oh,
Each time I hold her, it seems to get colder, and I just don't know what to do. Time and time again. Time and time again. Time and time again.
that was not the chorus I was expecting.
Time and time again.
Wow.
Time
I feel like that chorus could have been bigger. It could have hit harder.
and time again. Will I ever learn?
It's not bad in isolation, but the movement, there was just like a flat kind of movement from the pre-chorus to the chorus.
I've done everything trying to get next to you. You still got nothing to say. You won't stay with me. Tell me that you must be free. I guess I just go my own way. Every time I take her hand,
I like the acoustic guitar strumming here.
each time I hold her, it seems to get colder, and I just don't know what to do. Time and time again.
Yeah, still, it works. That one works better, I think.
Time and time again. Will I ever
But not as explosive as it could have been.
Each time I meet her, girl, I keep hoping that she'll be like you. But once I know her, will I start looking for somebody new? Time and time again. Time and time again. Time and time again. Will
Oh, this is picking up in a major way. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, that ending sequence. I like that ending sequence. I want to listen back. It's like a Misery Lou kind of riff. And then there's like this interesting reverb effect as well. Wow. Yeah, the way that song ended definitely won me over in the end. Because I felt like the choruses, they were pleasant and nice to listen to, but in terms of like the dynamics of the song, they kind of left me a little bit wanting more because, you know, typically with like rock music, the choruses are very explosive, and it's fine to subvert those expectations at times. And again, this is all coming from personal preference. It's fine to subvert those expectations. I think sometimes it can become a little bit banal if the jump between a pre-chorus and chorus just feels like almost completely flat in terms of dynamics. Even if the chorus like went down in dynamics and got quieter, that could have been more intriguing, quote unquote, than just leaving it in that same dynamic place. That's why I made the comment that if you had just listened to that chorus in isolation, it sounds pleasant, but the lack of movement in the sections that were played, again, made it feel like I wanted a little bit more. But by the time the second chorus rolled around and then the bridge happened here and then we had this whole outro section, definitely the instrumentation won me over. And I love the effect on that bass, by the way. It is like almost in lockstep with the lows of the guitar. So when the guitars are strumming these really big, beefy power chords, the bass is right there in a similar kind of tone with a similar timbre playing along, adding this really bassy floor, which is interesting because it kind of dovetails well with the first song we heard, Behind the Wall of Sleep, right? Kind of crushing on the female bassist. So in a sense, maybe it's like I had this crush on her and I don't know if it worked out or not because I'm still dreaming about her. So now I'm going to write a song time and time again where I show off my own bass chops and maybe that'll impress her. Just my random pontifications here, but this is really cool. It's getting really enjoyable to listen to these bands that I'm just unfamiliar with, but deep diving into their albums. It feels like I'm starting to kind of flesh out the world of the Smithereens, at least with this Especially For You record. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Subscribe if you did, and if you'd like to request a reaction yourself, the link is in the description box below. That's the best way to support my reactions over here. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.